Hi, everyone. Well, we've traveled from the hot summers in Houston to the very cool summers in Alaska. We're on the Kenai River, and we're with river guide from Beaver Creek Cabins Guide Service, Keith Holton. Now, Keith, we were talking over the last few hours about this river. Tell me a little bit about it. I know it's glacier. What are some of the other characteristics?
Well, this is a unique river that it has a double run of almost all the salmon. It has a run of king salmon in May and June, and then a second run in July, and then it has a run of reds in June, and another run in July, and then it has a run of silvers and pinks in August and September. So it's a unique river in Alaska that has salmon in it from ice out till it freezes up again.
Now, what's the average size of a king that's caught out here?
Well, I usually say that it's between 40 and 60 pounds.
That's a big fish.
It's a very large fish. Yeah, the Kenai River is home of, 8 of the top 10 kings ever caught in the world have come off this river, and the largest came in 1985. It was 97 pounds, 4 ounces.
Wow, wow. Now, you were telling me that there are 3 different ways to fish for kings out here. What are those? Yeah,
there's a method that's called back trolling, which we're doing now. The boat slowly slips down with the current with the lures behind the boat. And then there's side drifting or boondogging, or dragging is the word that people will use for it. And that's drifting sideways with a clump of eggs in a sinker. And then the third method is called back bouncing, and that's using a heavy sinker, and you jig your lure right next to the boat.
Now, I know that you were also talking about red salmon, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And those are out on the Russian River?
Well, this first run, they all run through the Kenai to get up to the Russian River, and the reason everybody fishes there right now is they funnel into that river, and they're easier to catch up there. The July run, we fish throughout the entire watershed for them, because that run is probably 10 times greater than this run.
Wow. Now, you were also telling us that when you go out on the Russian River, that every time you've gone out, you've seen a bear.
I've seen a bear. I've seen multiple bears every time. There's a lot of fish, and there's a lot of bears up there.
So give us your best bear joke.
Well, a few years ago, I had a family from California that wanted to do nothing but fish red salmon, and I told them I had gear they could use, and when I was giving them their hip boots, I made sure that the youngest person just wore his tennis shoes, and he asked, don't we have to wade in the water? Won't I get wet? And I said, you will. And he wanted boots, and I said, no, you just use your tennis shoes. And after I told him you don't have to outrun the bear, you just have to outrun your brother, it made sense to him why he should fish with tennis shoes. So.
Now, how long have you been a guide out here?
I started fishing here in 1985, but I guess I've been a full-time guide for the last 10 years.
And give us your website, and how can people get a hold of you?
Well, my website is beavercreekcabins.com, and they can either look on the website and send an email, or our telephone number is 907-283-3300.
It's got the best blog in town, I'll tell you that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thanks, Keith.
Yes.